startyourdaycare.com, and today we're going to discuss how to start your daycare from concept to launch. Basically, the concept being step A is going to be the beginning, just the thoughts of running a daycare, and then B would be an exempt in-home daycare or a small in-home daycare, and then we'll also cover from B, the in-home daycare, to C, which would be a state licensed or certified facility in your home or in a commercial building. And we're going to cover some basic goals just now to kind of keep things on track. I'm going to introduce startyourdaycare.com. I'm sure you're curious what we do and how we make our money, but this isn't a sales presentation, so you don't have to worry about that. We are going to discuss the process of starting a daycare. So step by step, we've broken it out into 6 easy steps. And then we're going to provide you with some resources that are actually from our CD set that will give you at no charge just to kind of get you going. Hopefully you'll be going in the right direction shortly. What we do at startyourdaycare.com is help you to launch, manage, and grow your own daycare. And we do that through customizable forms, a step-by-step guide, and then also our one-on-one chat services. And right now, live chat there's no charge to talk to our consultants. They're not always available, but it's very likely if you log in during the average day, you're going to be able to catch one of our team members and ask questions, and they can point you in the right direction. But we also have more one-on-one coaching services that people can purchase where we actually help the business owner to maybe set up their paperwork or how to get their bookkeeping up and running. So it's a lot more detailed advice as well. And then we also have a membership site, and that's for monthly training videos, email courses, and online trainings. We have a free section, and then we also have a paid section. And then we have a curriculum and teaching resources that you can also do through our membership site. You just upgrade to the next level up, and then you also get monthly curriculum ideas, projects, calendar pieces, everything that you would need to really be able to teach in your school. So there's 6 easy steps to get from A to B. We'll go ahead and jump right in. But I do want to mention you don't have to write down all these steps. We're actually giving you a free master task list as part of watching the presentation. It comes from our CD of contracts and forms. So that form can be emailed over to you. All you have to do at the end of this presentation is chat with one of our team members live, and they'll get your contact information and send that over to you right away. So the small launch, basically, to start, and like I said, 6 easy steps. The first step is going to be researching. You really want to find out what your state will let you do as an exempt daycare. Exempt being you don't have enough children to need to get licensed. So you can use our licensing section of our website and click on your specific state to find out what the exempt levels are. If we don't have your state is not listed up there yet, please let us know. Just join in a chat and let us know that you don't see your state. We're still launching quite a few of the state pages and just on a hold on those pending a couple of states' information be confirmed. So feel free to ask us and we will get you the information that you need. You also want to do some high-level research around your area as far as competition. Just kind of figure out where the daycares are that are in your area. Maybe find a way that you might be able to stand out compared to your competition, whether that be pricing or hours or whatever you can offer. And the second step is to start marketing to parents. And I mean, a lot of people actually joke around with me about this step and say I've got it in the wrong spot, but it's actually in the correct spot. All you have to do with the marketing piece is start it early. In our program, we actually teach you how to use a lot of different free programs to market your daycare, but Meetup is a great way to really get to know parents, and you can actually sign up for our 5 Secrets to Daycare Success on our website, and we explain the whole process of how to use Meetup to market your business. So do that. It's free. It's an email kind of like e-course. You get 1 course every day for 5 days. It's a great program. So you can do that from our products page or from the licensing page. And the third step is to prepare your daycare forms and contracts and just make sure you have all your paperwork in order. A lot of people want to jump to just designing the daycare, but this is a really important step to have ready to go so that you can start taking those calls and doing that marketing and really generating a lot of new business. So you want to decide your pricing, set your hours, prepare your contracts, take deposits. We explain all of this process in our program. Step by step. So, and include all the forms as well. So you get 53 forms in the package. And this process can take as little as a weekend if you're diligent about sitting down and kind of going through each section. The fourth step is to set up your space finally, right? Child-proofing, designing your daycare layout, decorating. We actually have a video coming out in about a month that shows you how to decorate your daycare and get all the equipment you need for under $100, including the price of our program. So that's a good thing to keep your eye out for. And to if you're interested in getting first link access to that class, feel free to chat with our team and let them know, and they'll make sure to get you notices as soon as that launches. The fifth step is to be profitable. You're going to have to budget, track, and improve your daycare as you go. We do have budgeting forms, and we teach you how to track it. But you can do this on your own as well. There's the Small Business Association, our Small Business Administration, SBA, actually offers some really great startup budgets on their website as well. It's free. Feel free to ask us if you need that. We have the link and can email that over to you right away. And lastly, you want to improve or practice your phone calls, your tours, add curriculum, add equipment. That's just so that you can take your business to the next level. Let's say that you go through this process and you only have 4 or less children in your state that you can do. Once you're ready to move to the licensing status, we're going to actually cover the 6 steps to get you from B to C. So let's go ahead to that screen. This is to get from B, or a small in-home daycare that's not licensed, to a licensed facility. The first step is to contact the Child Care Division, really ask questions about costs, training, inspections they have to have. I put a star on this page because we actually include a call form for the Child Care Division that walks you through every question that you would need to ask or should ask when you're on the phone with them. That, again, is part of the set we send over if you just let us know after the presentation that you're interested in getting the forms. And then you want to attend an orientation. When you're talking to the Child Care Division on that step 1, they're probably going to tell you to just come to an orientation. Sometimes that's at their location. Sometimes it's an online class. Sometimes it's with the Child Care Resource and Referral. So you'll want to find out where and when and how much, if they charge at all, for that class, the orientation class. And then definitely bring paper, take really good notes during this process, because they're going to tell you everything that you need to know to launch your, or to license your daycare. Step 3, of course, you're finding out in that class, that orientation class, what you have to do to meet the requirements of the state. You might have to take online classes. You definitely will have to take first aid and CPR, and that's an infant and adult first aid and CPR class. And then every state requires a background check. It just depends on if they want fingerprinting or if they do a small background check. So check with your Child Care Division consultant and find out what they say you're required to do. And then you're going to gather all that information you've just been collecting in the previous step and send it in, send in the application. And that usually goes with an application fee. It could vary from $25 to $1,000 for California. Now, if you're from California, don't panic yet. There are programs that can get you an application fee of $500 if you participate in kind of an early education program. And so, but most states, it's about 25, somewhere in there. And then the fifth step is to have the home inspections done. That would usually be through the child care division, depending on the level of inspection you're having done or the level of licensing. So if you're just doing a small family child care in your home, you might have the child care division come and maybe the health department to do inspections. If you're doing a large center, you're going to have fire inspections. They usually check the water, and they do a lot more outdoor and indoor inspections to make sure that you meet all the requirements. But once you've completed all your inspections, you're done with those, then you can actually open your doors. I strongly recommend that you don't add any students to your total number of students until you have a license in hand. There are some really hefty fines. A lot of people are thinking, well, I'll just add some students, it's almost there, but just be patient and wait so that you don't have to get fined. There's two obvious patterns or paths that you can take that we've discussed. There's exempt, which means you don't have to be licensed. I'm going to talk just for a moment about some benefits of that. Obviously, you can start quick. There's no inspections. You don't have as many rules to remember because you're really not controlled by the state. And then, of course, you have a lower risk in investment because you're only taking a couple students in your home. It's kind of like a nanny project is what I think of it as. Now, the downside to doing exempt is, of course, you are limited on the number of students you can take, which can limit your income. But it is a good place to start. It's where I started as well, just a little in-home kind of nanny project. And then when I had enough money to move to the next step, then it was a smooth transition. So some benefits of getting licensed, obviously credibility with parents is huge, but a lot of parents are fine with you saying, I'm waiting until I have more money to get licensed. And we kind of talk about that in our program and in our free course, how you can approach that with parents to explain that you're not getting licensed yet. You also get free marketing with the child care division when you get licensed because they have a website of all the providers and parents can come search that if they're looking for a specific daycare type. Getting licensed also encourages you to do better because you're required to do a certain number of hours of training per year. So really, you can use that to go to attend a seminar, which I loved. The Applebaum seminars are wonderful and really fun. But you also, they really want you to succeed. So the child care division staff is very helpful and they really will help you to get to where you want to be. And then you can also get extra money, to kind of offset costs from food programs if you're willing to kind of document and follow the program rules in your state. So there's a little benefits. The downside to licensing, it is more expensive. You do have to spend the money on those inspections. You do have to make sure that you're meeting all the requirements, which might mean investing in some new equipment or rearranging your location a tad. But it's not that expensive to start a licensed facility. I would say on the average, you're going to spend less than $200 to get going as a licensed facility. So I've kind of covered the steps, and I know I'm going fast. I'm trying to make this a presentation that's easy for you guys to cram into the middle of your day. But I'm going to just briefly touch on what our program includes in it. There's 3 components that are included in the program, and the program sells for just $19.95. The first one is the step-by-step guide, and it actually walks you through all of the major areas that we just talked about, each step individually and what to do during the individual steps. It's 150, well, it's actually a little bit less now because we've actually reduced the font down. Some people wanted to be able to see them on their iPads better. So it's closer to about 120 pages in PDF form. And there's also, of course, the Mobi file, which is good on Kindle or most readers. And then it's PC and Mac compatible. And then we also have the second component, which is the daycare contracts and forms. There's over 60 documents that are in Word and Excel. They're also compatible on Mac, so the Mac version, or you can read them in Google Docs. So there's a number of ways to get at them. But they vary from enrollment forms to late pickup requests or late pickup receipts, like you see there, pricing, budgets, forms for managing your business, everything's in there, including templates on what to email to parents to kind of keep their interest after a tour, before and after a tour. So much information in there. The contracts and forms alone are worth the $20 that we have it priced at. And the third component is live chat support. And what we really want to focus on, this is what makes our program stand out compared to all other daycare coaching programs. No one else offers live chat. And what we have is I guess, staff who have run businesses, daycare businesses in the past, either to a certified facility level or at least to an in-home family daycare certified status that can answer your questions. And if they can't answer your question, then they'll push it up to the next person and until we find your answer. Or if it's something that we can't help with, the child care division has to do, then we can at least give you a contact info so that you can get answers quickly. So we don't want you to get overwhelmed. So looking at starting a daycare, there's so much out there, so much information, you can't seriously be overloaded. So that's what we're here for. We want to make sure you don't get stuck in one of the stages and not be able to start your own daycare. And so if you see on our website, you'll see this little mark of like a chat icon. That's where you can click at any time. Most of Monday through Friday, our team is available from 9 a.m. until pretty close to 9 p.m. Like I said, it's $19.99. This is a downloadable product, but we can also send it to you if you'd prefer. Feel free to chat with our team. We have special links for the mailed product because so many people just buy the electronic version. And again, these are the three components that we include for that price. And if you have any questions at all, you can chat live again at that icon, or you can email us at help@startyourdaycare.com. And we really appreciate your visit, and we hope that you'll come back to us. Bookmark our page. We have so much information below here. There's a personality quiz test that you can take just to see if you're the right personality for the daycare industry. We also have some articles that are really good. One specifically covers questions about licensing or not licensing, the exact process, like what we've covered in this presentation, and a whole slew of daycare tips are on this website. So enjoy yourselves, and let us know and chat with us if you have any questions at all. Thanks.